Yeah, we thought to start the game. They always come out and they're very physical to start the game, and we didn't respond to that very well. And then we missed some shots and didn't get stops, and it kind of snowballed on us. Defensively we weren't very good. And but halftime, these guys came out really focused, much better energy. The 14-0 run, and then came out of a timeout, and Elijah had a turnover on a play we were going to run coming out of timeout, and I thought for him, his mistake response is something we talk about, and he went to a whole different level, and I thought he really grew up in his game tonight. And for a lot of that second half, we were getting really good stops, but he was dominant down the stretch. And Pratt hit a big shot. BJ was good. Langston on the glass was tremendous. First career double-double. So second half, we were really good. We got to find a way to start better. But proud of these guys and their effort in that second half.
Felt like a lot of the defensive success in the second half of all around stopping Anaruna.
Yeah.
What did you think of the way you guys defended him?
Yeah, it was twofold. Darius Duffy, I don't know if he's ever been up here with us in this, because you look at the stat sheet and there's not, there's no numbers there that jump out at you, but what he does for this team, is priceless and incalculable. He did such a tremendous job stopping him from getting catches on his spots, and then just making everything hard for him, being physical. And I thought Langston blocked maybe 2 of his shots, and I thought the rest of the game, Anaruna was kind of looking for Langston. Where's Langston behind Duff? So I thought the combination of those two really made it difficult on him.
Langston, knowing someone like Anaruna is going to be there, do you prepare any differently for a game like today?
Nah, I feel like you just respect all your opponents equally. I mean, we know he's a really good player. Coach Lundy's always going to put me in position to, kind of know, his tendencies and things like that. But I wouldn't say anything extra special, no.
Elijah, for you, the scoring numbers probably haven't been where you would want them to be. Efficiency numbers too of late. How have you kind of weathered that performance to put out a game like you did tonight?
I'm kind of on the team where it can be anybody's night. Like, we have a lot of good players, a lot of good guards. So, like, when my mindset is like, I know it's going to be games where my shot's going to fall. I know it's going to be games where other players' shots is going to fall. So I kind of just mix it up. Today, KP fouled out, so I kind of had to pick up where he left off. So that's really all it was, just being there when that time is there, and knowing that you got players that want to shoot the ball too. So just having everybody together.
For either of you guys, what would you attribute the start of the second half to? I mean, you erased that lead, and it felt like everyone was kind of just taken aback that it was all of a sudden you guys were winning.
I mean, honestly, I would just say that we woke up. I feel like in the first half, we weren't all the way awake. We kind of got punched in the face. We had a really good coach at halftime, and we decided that when we were going to come out, we were going to be the aggressors, and that kind of flipped the whole script. So.
How much of that was protecting the paint, like as a team, not allowing them inside? So a lot of points in the paint in the first half.
I think a really large amount. That just rebounding as well. I know in the first half they were kind of getting easy layups and easy looks at the basket. In the second half, they really kind of struggled, had to do a lot to try to get shots off, and we only held them to one shot. They're a really good offensive rebounding team. So after that, we just got in transition, and kind of the rest was history.
Coach, what's behind the decision lately to start BJ off the bench?
Really nothing behind it. He hasn't been able to practice much. Still trying to figure the back out, so it's hard when these guys are grinding through 4 days of really tough practices, and he's not able to do that. Hard to put him in that starting lineup. He understands that, and BJ wants to start, but it's kind of the standard of the program. But he's playing pretty well off that bench.
Eric, so his surge here kind of coincides with you brings to the offense, being able to get this roll going, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean he does a few things. One, he's got a really high IQ. You know, everybody sees him make shots, and he does have he's got that gene where he missed one late in the game tonight, and then he immediately hit the one in the corner right after. So he's got that ability to move on. But you know, he didn't have a turnover tonight. You know, and he handles pressure. Is that correct? He didn't have a turnover, and you know, he handles pressure, and you know, he stays calm, and he's 6'5", 6'6", and can see over the defense. When you had him and BJ, with Elijah getting downhill, and then BJ and Eric on those wings, they were playing side defense. So Elijah was able to punch gaps, and then those guys were able to get it on the wings, and they can see over both of them, and find teammates. So his offensive package is pretty special.
One more, there's one. Elijah, you obviously only had 2 points in the first half. When you go into the half, do you ever start to worry about that, or do you expect your shots will fall and just stick to the game plan?
No, because in the first half, I feel like I had shots that I wanted. They just didn't fall. So I knew second half, like, what I was going to be able to score on, where my shots was going to come, where I could pass from. So once I realized that, I kind of just took it in the second half, and I was like, I'm just going to attack. Like, forget it, I'm just going to drive. So, and it worked out tonight.
So what you guys maybe don't know is Elijah scored a whole lot of points in high school, a whole lot of points, and a lot of it was in the little mid-range game where you guys saw him score tonight. And I think he's kind of decided to unleash that a little bit, and he's really hard to stop.